Keep it going for IVEX, please. How are we doing? We're good? Please, if anybody needs to fix the AC, can you fix the AC now? I will wait. I understand it's really hot here, but we'll make it work. After all, it's a hot girl summer. Summer imeanza Marekani, lakini imefika mpaka hapa. So it's a quick fix. All the hot girls, can you please step outside? Bado mpo, kumbe mnajijua. TEDxOysterbay, how are you? Oh man, I am very excited. You've got the red carpet. They're not playing. We've had scientists here, we've had musicians, we've had CEOs here. This makes me feel like Aladdin. I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, when was the last time you heard an idea worth sharing? Jasmine, where are you? Jasmine! I am a writer from Gerezani. That's the place ambapo nimezaliwa, nimekulia kule. You guys familiar with Gerezani? Keiko? Yeah. Watunzi wakongwe wa Site Mira. Ukipoteza Site Mira yako ya gari yoyote, wewe njoo kwetu, we got you. We got your back. Tena tuna mpangilio rangi nyekundu, nyeupe, nyeusi. Wewe njoo na model tu. Sema mimi nataka nyekundu Honda. Takutolea ya 30 hapo. Asante bwana. Lakini hii si yangu hii. Yako kivipi? Plate number yangu si hapa. Unajua Mungu akipanga, hamna mtu aweza kupangua. Hiyo lazima iwe yako hiyo. Tutakufanyia siku 15, nenda. Gerezani is changed now. Kuna lami kila sehemu, which makes things a bit easier. You have a lot of variety of cars coming through. But also, you know, I'm a young guy. I'm trying to get hitched soon. Kwa hiyo, it's really easy. Hamna haja ya kujitaabisha. Not every girl you gotta look at. Squeeze with lami, unamsikiliza mwanamke mwenye raizoni tu. Utazisikia tu. Kwa kwa, kwa kwa, kwa kwa, kwa kwa, kwa kwa, kwa kwa. Utamwona mwanamke huyu anajielewa. Lakini ukisikia mwanamke anajiburuza tu, wala usigeuke. Anakutaabisha tu. Anakupotezea muda. One took TEDxOysterbay, Regeneration, giving birth to new ideas. We've been here since 11 a.m. It's been almost 5.5 hours, by far the longest childbirth I've been to. Haven't been too many. But we got a lot more stuff coming up. I need to speak the truth when I'm here. That's the only thing worth doing. Ni kwamba I have a kigugumizi since the age of 5. And in Kiswahili we call it kigugumizi. In English it's a stammer and a stutter. There's a difference between those two. Lakini kigugumizi in Swahili it's one kwa sababu unajua atupendi shida. Maana cha msingi ni kwamba unatupotezea muda. Longo ningi. Lakini before I break it down for you, I'll shape it up. Let me shape it up for you. I was born with no language. He's like, yeah, us too. Yeah. But I was born for the longest time. I didn't speak Arabic, English, Swahili, nothing. I had my own language. when people had to come see the baby, my mom and my aunties used to give them a glossary of terms. Utakuongea bwana, lazima ujifunze kidogo hapo. Mtaelewana. I had a lot of words, but there are two that I remember is batita, which means money, and daba, which means soda. I don't know why those are the two that I remember the most, but it's mainly because I use them the most. I always ask for more batita to get more daba. Always. Chubby kid. My mom used to carry me, and she used to be like the leaning tower of Dar es Salaam. With the kigugumizi, my mom didn't know what to do. But she approached it the same way she approached a broken radio. Just slap them every time. Una sita nini? Obviously, I had to find some other way because there was no speech therapy around. I had to become one of the finest actors and not stutter in front of her. Or anywhere. Which is also really high praise kwa sababu unajua zile alami za Gerezani Wachina wamenisaidia kweli. Lakini Wachina wamenifurahisha kwa kitu kingine. Kuna Mchina mmoja aliniona juzi kati akaniambia, Ali, has anybody told you that you look like Denzel Washington? I was like, nobody has told me that, but I'll take it. But I need to make sure. Denzel Washington, the lawyer from Philadelphia, the policeman from training. Yeah. Denzel Washington, the Malcolm X. Denzel Washington, I look like the Equalizer. Obviously, I watched his film with high regard. I was like, that is such a compliment. But at that moment, I confirmed that as a brown man, I'm non-existent to the Chinese eyes. They only see white, black, and yellow. You know, obviously I evolved with my kigugumizi, and there are times where I don't want to waste people's time, so I will throw in sounds, like in the middle of words, just to keep the conversation going. And I was talking to a Mzungu. The Mzungu was like, Ali, you know, every now and then you look very homesick. You keep on switching from English to Tosa language. English and Tosa language. I'm like, but I'm not even from there. What? I remember the first time I fell in love with a girl who was at a wedding of a relative, and she was so pretty. And I was hanging out with my friend Abdul, and I told Abdul, I'm going to go to that girl and tell her how beautiful she is. Are you sure? Yeah. So I walked up to that girl, and I was like, hey, and I should have known this because B is a very troubled letter. So I got stuck there for such a long time that her eyes were concerned. She thought I was having a stroke. But her eyes suddenly shifted towards my right, and I realized Abdul was coming into the conversation. Abdul looked at me, looked at her, looked at me, looked at her, and said, you know, he has never seen a girl so beautiful, he doesn't even know what to say. I was like, oh, such a smooth talker, thanks, man. Obviously, her eyes started looking at him with lovey-dovey eyes. They got together. No, that's fine. I'm not sure where they are now, but my money is on hell. I hope they're in hell. I said I was going to break down the stutter and the stammer. And basically, a stammer is when you have the word with you. Iko. Lakini hakitaki kutoka. Doesn't want to come out. So you have to go back to your head and start word switching. You got to keep swiping right, keep swiping right, keep swiping right until someone will say yes. Hawezi wote wakagoma. Someone will say yes, and then you say it. But a stutter is when you're becoming too hasty. Ukafanya papara, ukamdaka mmoja. You're the one. You committed yourself, you said the first 2 letters. And now you're there. Now you're stuck with it. Continue, you can dance through it, you can sing through it, but you have to finish that word. I remember the first time I did not stutter in front of my mom, and it was during grade 1, like a dress and tell. We had to walk up on stage and dress as our future careers, say who we are and what we did. I don't know why we were supposed to figure out our lives by that tender age, but we were supposed to. So I thought about it, I researched, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take my white lab coat, a pair of stethoscopes, and then I'm gonna walk up there and say, I am a doctor and I save lives. Practice, 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 practice. I went on the day on stage, walked up on stage and said, I'm a doctor and I save lives. Didn't stutter. I could see my mom smiling. The brightest day of my life. I sliced through those words like cutting through Blue Band. Smooth. Very, very smooth. And my mom was really happy, not only because her son was going to be a doctor, unlike all these other loser kids who wanted to be dancers, pilots, businessmen. But what my mom has realized over the duration of my life is, obviously, I'm not a doctor. What she doesn't know is the reason I said I am a doctor and I save lives is because that combination of those words were the smoothest to say without stuttering. Obviously, it's been a graph of disappointment. But even though I wouldn't be a good doctor because I'm afraid of blood, obviously blood needs to stay inside the body. And it's been really hard for me to communicate with the other gender because once a month, that blood comes outside. On a side note, why are we still paying for sanitary pads? It's always because you always need it. Anyways, with that, I've decided to change my tactics. Now my target market is women who are 50 and above. I'm thinking of changing my ringtone to nakupenda bibi kize, nakupenda kikongwe. But I need to leave you with a message, no matter how many levels you get in life, it is always liberating to be who you are. Don't delude yourself. Yani jiamini. It always pays off in the end. True to who you are. So if any of you have aunties who are single and are above 50, please tell them there's a gentleman who looks like Denzel Washington, and he's ready to mingle. That's the end of my set. You guys have been fantastic. Thank you very much.